Hey everybody, I'm author R.G. Long, and I'm going to give you some writer's tips that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with putting words on the page, because today we're going to talk about making author friends. Now here's the deal. Most authors would tell you that they are extremely introverted, and that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being introverted. I have some introverts who are near and dear to my heart. However, introverts, if you're listening to this, allow me to challenge you to make some author friends, because it is time to network. Because of social media and because of the internet, it has never been easier to get connected with other authors, and this is important, writing in your genre. Like, this is a huge thing. Like, you can get connected with other authors, not just like what appears to be the unreachable ones who are way out there, but also the authors who are right in your lane. Perhaps have written the exact same amount of books as you have been writing for the exact amount of time that you have, but have some great things for you to learn from them. It is time to make author friends, all right? It's time to network, is the business term. But here's the deal, and I get this sometimes on my author account. People will send me a Facebook friend request, and I know they're an author, usually because it says author in their name. And the very first message is, buy my book, join my Facebook reader group, or would love for you to check out my website. Now, I understand the idea of a cold sell is just that. They're trying to cold sell. But I'm an author, right? I am not that target audience. If you are an author, let me encourage you not to lead with, hey, let's be friends, here's my book. Because honestly, for me, again, raging extrovert, that's a big turnoff. It shows me that you actually don't want my friendship. You would prefer me to buy your book. And as an author who has networked, a friendship is going to take you way longer or way further than one sell. So don't lead off with, hey, please buy my book. Instead, get some tips. Whoop, maybe I can make it better. Like this, with that. Get some tips from other authors. Most authors don't mind to share what has worked for them. Now, they might not be willing to give you the exact details of what sold their book, what keywords they've used on Amazon, and you might understand how that is something that can feel very private and personal to them, where they're saying, these are why my books have done so well, and I worked really hard to get here. I don't want to necessarily just give you my secret sauce, because then it might not work as well for them. But what most authors would be willing to do is to say, hey, I'm brand new as an author, maybe that's you, and saying I'm brand new, or I've been writing books for a while, they don't seem to be selling. Could I have some of your time just to maybe talk about what you do to make books sell? Because it looks like we're in the same genre. Our books are about the same size. They seem comparable to me, but I just don't know what I'm doing. Or even just to say, hey, I want to get some tips on how to write better. Wow, author, you seem to write so many books. How do you put them out so quickly? Or, wow, your characters are phenomenal. When I read them, they're so great. How do you write such good characters? Those type of specific questions, most of the time an author is really going to be willing to give you the advice. How sell books more? Maybe not so much. They might be willing to say, hey, you're a brand new author. Here are some things you need to be doing. Get some tips from authors and make some friends. The thing that's really great is find your genre, right? So as an epic fantasy author, I don't necessarily need to know what's selling cozy mysteries right now. I'm really happy for those authors who are selling cozy mysteries and for getting their books out into the world. But what they are doing isn't necessarily going to be the thing that sells epic fantasy books. And vice versa. What I'm doing for epic fantasy is probably not going to help out a murder mystery author. So find your genre, because it's within that genre you're going to find out what's working for your types of books, and you'll be able to share your tips with other people, because that's a great thing. And don't just be someone who takes from other authors. Be someone who also gives. Maybe you've really unlocked the code on social media and you've got a great big following. That'd be great to teach somebody else and let somebody know, hey, I see your social media. Maybe if you did just a little tweak here, it'd be super helpful. Reach out to authors. Go and find them. There may be local author groups in your town or city, which would be really, really cool to like get to know other authors like face to face. But more than likely, you're going to find author groups on Facebook. You're going to find groups of other authors and writers who are writing in your genre, who are writing about the same type of book that you are, in social media groups. You might even find them on Discord. I just recently joined a Discord for what's called Noble Bright genre. It's actually really cool. I feel like it fits our books really, really well. I'll put a link to the Discord down below if that's something you think you might be interested in doing. I don't know Discord things. I'm really bad at chat rooms. Who's my puppy? I'm really bad at chat rooms and things like that. But it's been pretty neat to be able to reach out to other authors writing in the same genre I am. You never know. One of the reasons that I'm an author today is because I reached out to an author, someone who I thought was a really big deal and would never reply to my Facebook message. And they actually did. They were extremely kind. And all I did was say, hey, I read your book. I absolutely loved it. It's phenomenal. They replied back and said, thank you so much. Here's book 2. And they actually gave it to me before it came out, which, again, super, super cool. I read book 2, devoured it, left a review, all that stuff, was trying to give to this author. And then they said, hey, I asked and said, I'm interested in writing sometimes, what's a tip or trick or what are you doing right now? And again, this author was extremely generous with their time and their information, and even invited me to join a Facebook group that they had made. So you never know what could potentially happen when you reach out to other authors in your genre, writing the same kinds of books that you are. You might find the author buddy that's going to help you get to that next stage in your author journey. Did you see my puppy? He's a good puppy. Hey, I'm author R.G. Long. I don't always know what I'm talking about, but I know how to make friends. If you've got some comments below and some questions you want to ask on how to reach out to authors and do it in a way that's not weird or creepy, I'd love to answer any questions that you might have. Let me know down below in the comments. Or if you've got some networking tips, I'd love to hear those too. That would be super great. I'm going to go let my dog outside because it feels like it might be time. I'm author R.G. Long. Hey, thanks so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the journey.